Shikha here. Sorry about the other live video. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a little bit of a glitch. So I'm redoing it. And it's 10:19 a.m. in Chiang Mai. I'm here and I had such an amazing morning. I had a bunch of books, a bunch of stuff that I read, and I have all these thoughts in my head that I want to share with you guys. A couple of different things. The first thing that I'm doing is rereading, because I've read this book a billion times. I'm reading it again. I bet you I've read it at least 10 times already. It's a very short read, maybe 10, 15 pages, not that long. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And he is amazing. The book is absolutely fascinating. Each and every line in itself is a gem of wisdom. So I absolutely recommend it. First of all, it's a very short read, but I do recommend that when you read it, be extremely present, because each word in that book is precious. And so one of the main things that he says in the book, obviously, is as a man thinketh, so is he. So the way you think, circumstances are dictated by the fact that you think a certain way. So if you have a life that's a little bit harder, or if things don't work out the way they're supposed to, or you're always complaining, it's because you've actually made it so through your thoughts. And those people who live amazing lives, absolutely bountiful, abundant, easy, effortless, they've actually made it so. It's not because one person is luckier than the other person, or one person has better circumstances than the other. They made their circumstances as they are. The fact that I'm actually living this ideal life right now, almost to its perfection, is because I made it so. Because last year I sat down, I wrote down exactly what I wanted my life to look like. I visioned it out, and I made it happen. So this is the reason I'm sitting here right now talking to you guys from an absolutely perfect position, because I made it so. It doesn't mean that because I made it so right now that it'll stay with me. If I go back to negative thinking, or if I stop working at it, then it's possible for me to go backwards. So it doesn't mean that once you get there, you're just going to stay there forever. You have to be constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly doing. But right now, my circumstances are such that I'm living this amazing ideal life. So from that, I actually kind of started thinking that if you guys are unsure of why your life is, the way it is, and you're unsure of why it's not ideal, then basically you should use it as a clue. So if something in your life isn't going right, like your relationships aren't perfect or whatever, that's actually a clue for yourself, which means that it's a clue that you're not thinking straight on that point. For example, if my relationships are all crappy and I am not able to find a partner, things like that, that's a clue for me. And it's a clue that says, Shikha, your mindset right now about relationships and about finding a partner is not up to par. You're thinking that your thinking is not up to par, and you're thinking maybe that you're never going to be able to find a partner, or maybe there's no one out there for me, things like that. Those thoughts that everyone has when they are single. So maybe those thoughts are the ones causing you to have this relationship. Not maybe, actually, perfectly so, yes. So in that regard, if we use these circumstances as a clue, instead of saying, oh, woe is me, my life sucks, blah, 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 realize that every single thing that's happening in your life is because of you. So if you can use all of the different things happening in your life as a clue, then you can actually go to yourself and say, okay, what is wrong in my thinking that I can change in order to change that aspect of my life that is not ideal, right? And if you think of it that way, that's such a brilliant way to look at it, because you can look at your circumstances, your surroundings, your environment, your relationships, your everything all around you, and say, okay, what isn't ideal? What isn't working out exactly as it's supposed to? What isn't working out exactly as I want it to? What isn't working out exactly as my ideal is? Look at it, figure out what your thinking is on that subject. Maybe your thinking is kind of convoluted or not perfectly right. And if you can fix your thinking, those circumstances will be fixed as well. It's just an automatic thing. Most people think that it's not going to be as automatic, but seriously, it seriously is. I have to say, this life has been revealed to me within a year. Last year, in January, like I said, I was sitting down in Koh Phangan, in Thailand, on an island by the beach, and I wrote down, I want to be a digital nomad, I want to be an online entrepreneur, this is what my ideal life looks like, this is what I want, and I wrote it all down. And then circumstances, situations, things kept coming into my life. I quit my job, I started my online business, I started meeting a lot of people. Someone told me, move to Chiang Mai, living my ideal life right now. Obviously, I'm going to make it more sustainable, and there's obviously tweaks that can happen, and I'm working on that right now. But I am there. And it happened within a year, guys. I mean, it's February right now. It's within a year that I did, less than a year that I did it. But I wrote it down. I was very clear, guys. I was extremely clear about what I wanted for my life. I was so clear about the kind of place I wanted to live in, what kind of shower I wanted in my house, a rainfall shower. I wanted the kind of people I wanted in my life, what I wanted to look like. Even right now, I'm always constantly visioning what I want my body to look like, and that's the reason I'm in the best shape of my life, even though I'm 33. I feel like I get younger with age. My skin gets better. My hair is, like, to me. So other people might look at it and might not say it, but to me, I'm getting better and better with age. I'm getting stronger with age, more toned, able to do all of these things that I wasn't able to do before. All because of the mental mindset shift. Telling myself constantly that I am strong, I'm beautiful, I'm toned, I'm able to do all the things that I want to do. So constant mental mindset tweaking. And that's the reason I look the way I look right now. To me, I think I am at my best. I'm at my peak right now because I've made it so through my thinking. And obviously, I do the work for it. I do the yoga and the meditation and all that stuff. But circumstances are not because something random. Your environment, the place you're living in, your relationships, they're not all random. They didn't happen randomly. They weren't kind of thrown at you and you just have to have them. They're because you actually made it happen. The people you're hanging out with, the 5 people that you're supposed to be hanging out with that make you who you are, it's not random. You chose those people. So if you've chosen people who are negative and who are bringing you down, that's your choice. And you have the choice to kick them to the curb. Tell them, I'm sorry, you're too negative, or however you want to do it. And don't hang out with them anymore. So it's all a choice. Circumstances reveals the man to himself. It's basically like the universe has put all of these clues for us to see how we are living our life and how we want to live our life. So in your head, you have this ideal, right? You have this thing where you want to get up, you want to go to yoga, things that you want to do in your life. But you're not doing them right now. Perhaps you are. I hope you are. But maybe you're not. And so then there's clues in your life. So right now, maybe you're waking up with an alarm clock, hating your life, not a morning person. You want a job that lets you work, or you want some work that lets you work at night because you're a night owl. But right now, you're working a day job. Why is that? Maybe there's a belief in your head that you cannot find a job that's going to let you work at night. So you have to tweak that thinking. So that's, again, a clue. Maybe you're like me and you have this block in your head that you're not going to be able to find a partner who's going to be a digital nomad like you, like me, who's going to travel the world, who's going to love to be fit, who's going to always be into self-improvement, things like that. Maybe I have a block right now about that. I have a hard time believing that I can find someone who's going to want to travel with me the way I do, who wants to roam around the world and work online and do all those things. That's just a block in my head. That's the reason I'm single right now. If I remove that block and if I work on it, and I am working on it, I'm going to find that person, that ideal human being that wants to spend the rest of whatever amount of time that I have on this planet with me, doing the things that we want to do together. Going surfing together, going to do yoga classes, go to music festivals, do all of those things that I want to do with my ideal partner. And so right now, I'm working on that block, and once I kill that block, the circumstance will reveal itself, and I will find that partner that I'm meant to be with. And it happens with every single thing in your life. Every single thing. Your physical shape, your health, your relationships, your finances, your business, your entrepreneurship role, whatever you are looking for. It's because your thinking is skewed. That's the reason you don't have exactly what you want. Maybe there is this barrier where you want something and you have this thing that's telling you can't achieve it. So there's a gap in between that. You have to take care of that gap through your thinking. Circumstances reveals a man to himself. So things don't happen randomly. All the different circumstances in your life right now, they're not random. The job that you have is something that you chose to do. The relationships you have are something that you chose to do. The house you live in is something you chose. We live in this world right now, especially if you're listening to this broadcast and you have an internet connection and you're living in the Western world, that we have choices. We are lucky to be living in this kind of world. Obviously, there are people out there on this planet who do not have any choice, who are living in the world where they don't have any money, they don't have enough food, they don't have water, clean drinking water, they're poor, blah, 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 right? So they're living in circumstances where they don't have a choice. as much as we do. We have the choice to make our life the way we want it to make it. Circumstances are revealing to us what our thinking is. If we can fix our thinking, the circumstances will change as well automatically. That's just how it is. Thoughts create your reality. That is a basic. Napoleon Hill started with that thinking in Think and Grow Rich in the book in the 1950s or 40s. And it's been the same since then. Nothing has changed. Thoughts create your reality. So maybe like your height won't be able to, you won't be able to increase your height or anything genetically like that, but you can change your circumstance. You can change the environment you live in, the relationships, finances, blah, blah, blah. So think about it. Think about what clues the universe is sending you about your thoughts, fix your thoughts, and then change your circumstances automatically. So I hope this makes sense to you. If you guys are interested, please do read that book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. It's a great book. I absolutely recommend it. It's very short, but packed full of wisdom. And if you guys do find these videos useful, please share it with your friends or invite them into the group, because I want to get to as many people as possible with these gems of wisdom, as much as possible. Again, these are not original thoughts that I have, but these are thoughts that I'm amalgamating for you so you can actually just like have snippets of it and you can use it right away. Practical thinking, that's what I'm interested in. Not something that we talk about, but something that we do. Because doing matters. Thinking and talking doesn't matter. So I hope this makes sense to you. Thank you, Wayne, for watching. You're the best. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.